There should be that element there. I think that's the way we should always try and make theatre to work, particularly with known stories, which is you should take people on a journey so completely that they should go with you believing that the story that they know could go in a completely different direction. And indeed, at times, because you can develop character with a piece like this, it can and does. But it could even end up not with the same ending, and it could even confound you in the way you thought you knew the story, and then you turn out to think you're seeing a different story. So the theatre has the power to do that. And one of the great and perhaps most exciting things that happens in the theatre is that relationship between the stage and the auditorium, and those people out there in the dark committing to something up there on the stage that can change every single night because of the audience. The movie is going to be exactly the same tomorrow night. The stage play isn't, and that's the joy of theatre. I guess you can't get rid of beloved characters. You can't get rid of Olaf. Can you imagine? Oh, I'd like to do Frozen, but can we get rid of that talking snowman? I don't think that would go down very well. So one of the challenges is how you present Olaf. You know, the first thing you do is, are you putting a man in a suit or a person in a suit? Are you building a puppet and having a puppet? There was quite a lot of discussions about how you might present Olaf. There's a perfect example to your point. Similarly with Sven, another beloved character. So it was about really how we take things that we know we want to put in the show because they're part of the folklore now of Frozen the movie and going on. But it's more a case of how we want to do them, and the answer in all cases is to do it theatrically and to make sure that we present it in a way that has as much theatrical possibility for an audience. And so with the great puppet maker Michael Curry, who has a great history, even with Disney, back to Lion King, we created two puppets, one for Sven and one for Olaf, and the challenge there was how do we make them theatrical, and how do we really take the brilliance of an actor, in the case of Olaf and Sven actually, and make sure we use their technique as well. So it's not just about hiring somebody to operate a puppet, it's about hiring an actor who can channel the character through a puppet. And so when you look at it, you see as much of the actor as the puppet. And that became the challenge of something that we knew we wanted to take from the film and put onto stage, but do it in a very different and theatrical way. Well, children are always harder to impress because they're absolutely so simple in their criticism. Their criticism usually, it's so refreshing hearing a child's take on anything because they go straight to the nub of the matter, whereas as adults we've learnt to all skirt around things. And so actually hearing something isn't working from a child means it isn't working usually. And sometimes it's hard to actually hear it when an adult's saying it because you're going, are you telling me this isn't working, or are you saying something I can't work out? What are you saying? So the joy of a child is that you get the truth straight away. I think both are hard to impress. I mean, what we're trying to do here is create a piece that appeals to everyone. And obviously, as an adult, I'm trying to create a piece that I'm proud to hold up to my peer group and to audiences of the same age as me, or younger or older. And that's kind of crucial because the piece needs to work on that level. I don't want to, and Disney don't want to, and the film doesn't try and become just a children's piece. It's a piece that should appeal to children of a certain age upwards. But I think it's a piece that profoundly appeals to adults because it's talking about our own life experience. It's helping us understand our life experience. It's trying to reach out and teach us a little bit about how we might be able to solve issues for ourselves. It works on multiple levels and on many nuanced layers that can appeal to so many people in so many different ways. One character can talk to one member of an audience sitting there one night, while another character is talking to somebody sitting next to them in a completely different way. That's the joy of what we do in the theatre. You can be reaching out to two people simultaneously in different ways because of the way the characters are layered and developed. So I'm very keen that the piece really talks to adults in quite a profound way.